So, you are watching the Hustle and Know Entrepreneurial Experience. This is our special confessional. Last week, we read the book, The Effective Executive by Peter Drucker. So, in this session, we're going to find out if we followed through with what we said we were going to do. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay. So, who wants to go first? Actually, Joseph, I'm going to put you on the hot seat.
I'm always on the hot seat. It's like
dude, like a piñata.
I already expect it. All right. So I got a very respectable 50% on this. I did not actually track. I didn't track my time, and I'm still planning to do that. I think it's very important to actually write down how you spend your time, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But I have been very good at asking myself, is this really necessary? Should I be doing that? And it was helped because I sprained my ankle running, and that helped me like realize that there's a lot of times I'll just be doing things just to be doing things.
It's full up like an elephant foot?
Yeah, like I've been walking around with an elephant foot, and it's like, because it hurts to walk around, now I'm realizing like, do I really need to be doing what I'm doing? And it's making it a lot easier.
That's crazy. That's humbling.
Yeah, it definitely was humbling. It was embarrassing too.
Is it better now? Is it getting smaller?
It's still swole. It's still swole, but it's not super swole, and I can walk.
It's good, man.
Yeah. Dang, well, we're glad you're okay.
Yeah, man, for real.
Thank you.
And you've been making the effort at least to, do good. And you still got to track your time, so we'll follow up later on that.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I guess I will piggyback off of that, because that was also mine, is that I was going to track my time, but I already tracked my time for work, so I was going to be tracking my time. What do I do after work? Like, where is all that extra time going? So I did do that. I did it it's been like about a week. And what I realized is I think everything that I already knew, the only things is that like I'm spending about like several hours, and I pretty much only tracked it like after work, because I usually just wake up and start working. Mm-hmm. So there's not really extra free time before that. But afterwards, I'm spending about like 2 hours at least on the dock. It's like, oh my God, that's so much time. So now that I've tracked it and I'm kind of starting to realize, what I've been doing, then I'm going to need to start consolidating it and start eliminating. That's going to be my next step. Because now I'm like, what do I do with all this data? I'm going to make it into like a little pie chart with like percentage of like, okay, I spent like 15% on this, like 20% on cooking and eating or whatever.
Keep it simple. Don't go overboard. Keep it simple, man. Keep it low maintenance, because otherwise you put too much emphasis, then it's too much work. You're like, man, screw this, man. Keep it simple. Like, good idea. Great idea. But just keep the execution to a bare minimum. Make sure it's effective.
Yes. Oh, I like that. Effective. Yeah, definitely. So I think that's just something that's going to be constant, that I'm going to have to, gradually, like constantly be looking at what I'm doing, evaluating and updating it, and so on and so forth. So, okay, who's next?
I guess I'll go. Mission fail. Mission fail. Yeah. Just like this last 2-3 weeks have been really hard. Like, work. Well, like almost 60, 70 hours a week, man. Just doggone tired, man. I get like 4 or 5 hours sleep almost every night in the weekend. And anyways, enough of me lamenting and venting. But going back to the whole confessions, like the whole thing about maintaining the journal, stay on top of tasks, not good. It's just crazy how like I sacrifice effectiveness for sleep and survival just to get stuff done, and I'm so busy. But then you realize everything else. Like, I gotta stop going to the gym. I'm stressed out. I'm frustrated. Like, there's not enough. It's crazy how when you make sacrifices that end up hurting yourself in the end, as opposed to keep taking charge of your your schedule, and sticking to that plan, and still make time for it. Okay, not an hour, but 30 minutes is better than no minutes. And I feel like, and sometimes like they say, you think you're busy, but how effective is your busy work? You spend 5 hours on the same thing. Dude, how far did you get? It's hard, man. I think we all lie to ourselves. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm working out. of making it happen, then how effective was that? The results speak for themselves, man. So anyways, I digress. But yeah, like I was saying, it was hard. The mission failed, but I'm gonna get back on the horse and keep galloping to victory. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're rooting for you, Ramiro, to keep going.
Thank you.
Okay, Shawn, you're on the hot seat.
So I think I did okay. Probably better than 50%. It wasn't a total fail. I'm the to-do master, and I block time like it's going out of style. So I block time, and I make things happen. I don't know that I reevaluate my whole list over. I have lists of priorities that I call routine that I have to do on a daily basis. I have projects like these videos in the book club. I have, of course, my work stuff as well. I'm usually pretty together when it comes to that stuff, but I wouldn't say that I did the one thing. I'm good at not multitasking this last couple of weeks, but I didn't reevaluate the list to find the next number one. I think I kept going down the list. So I did better at not multitasking. I didn't do a good job of reevaluating the whole list again to find out the next number one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, now the holidays are coming up, so you're going to have more time not working free time.
I'm not going to have any more time. I still have 24 hours. Who gets more than 24 hours?
True. More time not at work. So more time to do your free stuff.
Well, I don't know. Must be nice.
Right? Unless you're going to spend a lot of that with your family instead, so maybe not.
I don't even know because people can get COVID. So I don't know, man. It's a crazy year.
We are in
okay, guys. I'm not trying to be paranoid, but respectful.
No one goes to their deathbed. Should have just worked a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm still proud of everybody. So good job for your efforts. And thank you, Ramiro, for joining us again.
Thank you so much for having me. I'd love to do this again.
Perfect. We would love to have you. We'll be in touch. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching our Hustle and No Confessional. And we'll see you next week for our next book discussion. Okay.
I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler.
Exactly. And don't forget, guys, hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. Okay.
Hush.
I will see you next time.
Hustle until something happens.